I usually wouldn't recommend for you to do something illegal, but to hit your protein goal, you got to do whatever it takes. This is going to be 5 ways it feels illegal to hit your protein goal consistently, and I'm going to give it to you away in this video entirely for free. We use this at CBG, our headquarters, with our team, and of course with our clients and athletes, so they can lose more body fat, build muscle faster, and actually look like they do 4 to 5 watts per week without tracking macros. Now, before we get started, 50% of you that watch these videos are not subscribed. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. We love you guys that tune into the channel, and you'll get notified every time we come out with new videos, which is 3 to 5 times every single week. Tip number 1, front-loading your protein. Front-loading your protein means eating a lot of protein at breakfast. The reason you do this is because it's going to allow to later hit your protein goal for the whole day a lot more easily. The reason is because you're hitting a third, if not more, of your protein goal first thing in the morning. Therefore, if you're busy throughout the day, you don't have to worry so much because you've already eaten a lot of protein. Now, to do this, you can incorporate so many different breakfast foods that have protein, right? Eggs, obvious choice. You can make it into an omelet. You could do scrambled, so many different options. You could put it on a bagel or a biscuit. You can make a breakfast sandwich. Super, super easy. You got breakfast sausage. You got turkey bacon. You got regular bacon. You got protes, which is protein plus oatmeal. Mix it all together. You got Greek yogurt plus berries. You got smoked salmon. I mean, you have so many options. They have protein cereals now. It's so easy. Yogurt, you can hit your protein goal and get 50 grams in, 60 grams in very, very easily first thing in the morning. Now, a lot of you are going to ask, well, can I digest and absorb that much protein at one time? You absolutely can. We're not going to be able to eat more protein than what we can digest and absorb at one single time. It just takes longer to digest and absorb. As your body goes throughout the day and you break down protein, you create a molecule called ammonia. When ammonia is created, what happens is you go through something called Le Chatelier's principle, where the process of metabolism stops because there's too much ammonia buildup. It tells the protein enzymes to quit doing what they need to do. But eventually, the ammonia gas and everything else goes where it needs to go, and the process goes on. And so you don't need to worry about too much protein at one time. You can eat up to 60 grams. It's no big deal. And so front-loading protein, amazing, amazing hack. If you guys aren't doing this, I highly recommend it, especially if you're struggling to hit your protein goal daily. Next is all about swaps. Making quick swaps in terms of what you choose for food is going to make a huge difference to hit your protein goal. For example, a lot of foods are stacked with protein and taste amazing and can be directly swapped with another ingredient that we commonly use. A lot of us are using seasoning on our vegetables when we could just replace that seasoning with nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is packed with protein and is a great protein source for a lot of plant-based people out there. Another option would be casein with a casein pudding at night. So instead of having regular pudding, have a casein pudding. Just add protein and add peanut butter together, chocolate, peanut butter, boom, you got yourself a nice peanut butter chocolate protein mix. It tastes great, and guess what? You're hitting a lot of protein when you do that. Casein's a great protein powder that you can buy directly from the grocery store, GNC, or online. You can also do stuff like, incorporate desserts like Fairlife ice cream or Halo Top ice cream that have a lot more protein in them than the typical ice cream sources out there that are loaded with sugar and other additives. And so these quick swaps in terms of what you do can be really, really effective. Another great one is adding Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. Really, really easy ways to get in more protein throughout the day and be more consistent overall. Now next, doubling your protein shake post-workout. Now, first of all, some of you guys are not even drinking a protein shake post-workout, and that's already a problem because hitting your body weight in protein or really close to your body weight in protein is pretty difficult without a protein shake. It can be done. We have clients that do it, that prefer to eat their meals, and that's totally fine. But using a protein shake to really make sure that you're topping off the amount of protein you need a day and you can get it in right post-workout is a great, great hack. I do 2 scoops right away. That helps me more easily hit my protein goal. I get to that 50 grams and then boom, I'm on my way, right? So try this. If you're someone that's hitting 1, great. Add 2. If you're someone that's not drinking a post-workout protein shake, start doing this consistently and set yourself up for success and convenience. Had the protein shake and the protein powder already prepared ahead of time so that when you're done in your gym session, you're ready to go. My next hack is all about convenience, having snacks ready, what those snacks need to be, and then honestly making sure that you have enough food prepped. We live in a world of convenience now. You can buy anything and it's here the next day. So you're going to resort to convenience in the path of least resistance if you're going to hit your protein goal, right? And so therefore, you're going to need to make sure that things are planned ahead of time so that you're not eating fried chicken to hit your protein goal, because that is ultimately not what we want to do. So for snacks, you can do things like protein bars, you could do things like protein shakes, edamame. A lot of different protein options out there are available. Easy, quick, on the go. Beef jerky, so many things that are super, super easy so that you can hit your protein goal in the snack allotments throughout your day. You can also make sure that your protein is prepped and available ahead of time. If you get to the weekend and you had nothing prepped, you're going to resort eating out, ordering food, and therefore not hitting the protein goal that you need. So make sure that you have things bulk prep ahead of time. What I recommend for my clients is prep on Sunday, but also find a day during the week that you can prep. Usually that means prepping during your off day when you don't go to your box. Wednesday, Thursday, whenever you take off during the week, make sure you prep another protein source so that it is absolutely ready to go. Now, my final tip is going to be how to hit your protein goal without tracking macros. Not tracking macros is going to make sure that you're not focused on food all the time. You can build a routine and build habits with your day. And so what I personally recommend is to plan this out. Do this in order to hit your protein goal daily and consistently. Take the total number of pounds that you weigh and multiply by 0.8 and multiply by 1. That's going to be your protein range. Now, once you have your protein range, you're going to divide that, which is the total number of grams. You're going to divide that by the total number of meals, snacks, and protein shakes you can have in a day. Let's say it's 4. Awesome. You're going to take your total grams of protein, divide by 4. This is going to tell you how much protein you need each meal. Now that you know what that protein amount is per meal, you can plan out exactly what your protein needs to be. 20 grams is the size of a deck of cards. 30 grams is the size of your palm. 40 grams is the size of a piece of toast. Super, super easy, right? So forth and so on. So that's how you hit your protein goal. Plan throughout your day, building habits, building structure, done for you, ready to go, all your homework complete, super easy without tracking macros. Now, if you're already doing all this, you're hitting your protein goal perfectly, consistently, you don't have any issues with this, you're like, but I'm not seeing the results that I want. I'm not losing fat or building muscle. I feel like I'm plateauing. I'm staying stagnant. I don't feel as confident and comfortable in my body, or I don't feel like I look like I work out, even though I am working out 4 to 5 days every single week. There's only 2 possible things that can be happening. You don't have enough accountability, whether it's from people in your family, your friends, your household. You're working on this Han Solo. You're doing this all by yourself, and it can be pretty difficult, right? And more external accountability is needed to help you build those habits and structure to really make the lifestyle changes that you want. We're kind of lying to ourselves. And as humans, we do this, right? Because we want to showcase that we're doing the best that we can in order to justify the fact that we're not possibly getting to where we want to be. And so really track everything you're doing down on a sheet of paper or journal it so that you can understand how consistent you're truly being. Be more honest with yourself so that you can problem solve. Without the honesty, there's no problem solving, and therefore you can't really know what to do next. So if this is something you're struggling with really consistently, you want that extra accountability and you want everything done for you so you never have to track macros again, lose fat and build muscle with, obviously being able to look like you do 4 to 5 watts per week. There is a link below where you can learn a little bit more about what my team does and what we do here at CBG with our one-on-one coaching program. We do have availability for our Body Recomp Accelerator program starting soon. Click that link, learn more, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.